I read a story the other day that seemed almost too fantastic to be true, but I checked it out and it is indeed true. It's about a man named Wellington Burt who died in 1919, but his estate was not distributed until 2011. Well, why? No one is quite sure, but the prevailing theory is that it was out of spite. He did leave yearly payments of $1,000 to $5,000 to his staff and most of his children, and then one special child got $30,000 per year, again starting at his death in 1919 for the rest of their lives. But the rest of his what turned out to be very large fortune stayed locked up until 2011. That's 92 years from the time he died. Who was he? He was one of Michigan's richest men, involved in lumber and railroads, and a philanthropist during his lifetime in the city of Saginaw, Michigan. The family feud seemed to have started sometime well before his death. There were a lot of disputes, and he also had a desire to control his heirs from beyond the grave, something that we still see today. So, what did the will actually say? It stipulated that his fortune would be held in trust and only distributed 21 years after the death of his last surviving grandchild. So, the wait turned out to be first in 1989. His last grandchild died then, and it was at this point that the 21-year countdown started. In 2011, about 110 million is what remained in the trust, and it was split among the surviving uh, relatives, which were children of his children, grandchildren, etc. They were also middle class. Most of these people were unaware of their connections, so this must have been a nice surprise. The youngest beneficiary was 19, the oldest was 94. The biggest beneficiary received about $15 million, dollars, and the smallest beneficiaries between 2.6 and 2.9 million. So, why 21 years? Well, law students will recognize this as the law against perpetuities, which says a trust cannot last longer than lives in being plus 21 years. So those lives in being in 1919 were his grandchildren, plus 21 years after the last of them to die. Most states still have this rule, but some have abolished it to allow what are